You're listening to a new episode. From the French Riviera, here is your host.
Welcome back in this podcast. I'm Jean-Christophe DIMINO, senior broker helping you buy or sell your property on our famous Côte d'Azur. In this episode, you'll see how the French Riviera's property market just hit a stunning milestone. Just because luxury real estate transactions topped 2.5 billion euros last year, with Americans now outpacing Russian buyers for the first time in decades.
Really, Jean-Christophe? That's fascinating, and really shows how the market there is evolving beyond traditional buyer base. And what's driving this American interest?
I mean, first of all, the strong dollar, of course. Then remote work possibilities and this growing desire for what I'd call sustainable luxury. You know, those high-end properties with serious environmental credentials.
I get it. I've been reading about those eco-friendly developments. They're managing to blend solar panels and smart home tech with that classic Riviera glamour.
Exactly right. Some of these new sustainable properties are seeing 15% higher valuations than traditional luxury homes. It's completely changing the game in places like Nice and Cannes.
Speaking of Cannes, I heard the property market there has been particularly resilient, even during global downturns.
Yes, Jessica, and you wouldn't believe the numbers. Luxury villas in Cannes have maintained an average annual appreciation of 6% over the last decade. But here's what's really interesting. It's not just about the traditional hotspots anymore.
You mean places like Menton, Beaulieu, and Villefranche-sur-Mer? Those hidden gems everyone's talking about?
Precisely. These slightly less famous locations are seeing some serious investor attention. In Villefranche-sur-Mer, property values have jumped 25% in just 3 years. Smaller town like Beaulieu is even higher, but you get all the Riviera charm, but at about 2/3 the price of Cannes.
Though I imagine navigating the French property market as a foreigner must be incredibly complex.
Complexity is one of the most fascinating aspects of this whole trend. The French government has recently streamlined the process for foreign buyers. Though you still need to navigate the notorious French bureaucracy, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And what about the rental market? I've heard some pretty impressive things about returns.
The numbers are wild. Premium properties in prime locations are seeing rental yields of up to 8% annually. That's nearly double what you'd get in other luxury European markets. But here's the real kicker. The rental season is extending way beyond just summer now.
Really? What's driving that change?
Well, it's this brilliant strategy of year-round events. Nice, for example, has developed this calendar that spans everything from February's Carnival to practically November and December. Now, winter is unquestionably the best time to visit the Côte d'Azur, whose off-season should really be its high season. Plus, and this is key, we're seeing more digital nomads booking longer stays during the shoulder seasons.
That must be having a significant impact on property values in areas that were traditionally quiet during off-season.
Absolutely right. And it's reshaping investment strategies too. We're seeing this new trend of buyers specifically looking for properties that can accommodate home offices with sea views.
Though with climate change becoming such a pressing issue, that must be affecting buying decisions.
That's actually become a huge factor. Properties above sea level with natural cooling features are commanding premiums of up to 20%. And get this, insurance companies are now offering better rates for properties with specific climate-resilient features.
So it sounds like the market is really evolving beyond just luxury for luxury's sake.
Exactly. The French Riviera is no longer just about glitz and glamour, though there's still plenty of that. It's becoming this fascinating case study in how a luxury market can adapt to modern demands while maintaining its essential character.
Well, it certainly seems like an exciting time to be watching this market evolve.
You know what's really going to be interesting, seeing how these trends play out over the next few years? With more Americans entering the market and this push towards sustainable luxury, we might be witnessing the biggest transformation of the Riviera since the arrival of the first tourists in the 1860s.
You're listening to Jean-Christophe DIMINO, your next buyer agent based on the French Riviera. Go to www.dimino.agentkw.fr.